This is a lot of walleye nonstop. Gonna run out of live minnows before I stop catching fish, I think. And now there's like a million marks on the live scope. That's a big fish. Oh, please, please stay pinned. A really chubby 25-inch walleye. Going right back in. Whew. Well, good morning. As you see, I did not beat the sunrise to the fishing spot today. That's kind of on purpose because I heard the pressure cracks were opening up here on Lake Nipissing. I didn't see any of that on my way out, fortunately, but I heard the truck went through the ice here. Personally, I don't think there's enough ice for a truck, but here we are. Sunrise. This happened about 15 minutes ago. Time to drill some holes and start fishing. First spot of the day always takes a little bit of orientation to get set up here. I had the screen mounted on the snow machines. I can leave in the dark because I'll just follow the exact same trail I took on the way in and there shouldn't be much of a problem. It's not raining today or nothing like that. Starting off at the exact same waypoints where I did pretty good last week here. In front of my snowmobile here, I can see there's some marks out about 50 feet away from me. I'm gonna go try that. It's certainly a little bit deeper here. I think the fish have become extremely skittish. I'm seeing marks everywhere, but can't seem to drop on top of them, and every time I drill a hole, they disappear. Well, I've got to look for a different spot. Nothing here right now. I have to go a little bit deeper, I think. Not good. Well, not putting stuff properly put away is not working out for me today. Alright, hopefully I won't lose anything else. Fish are literally turning around at the side of my jigs. I have to move, have to find the spot to move to. Well, I don't have a lighter on me, and I only have food I have to cook today, so I'm gonna have to improvise. This cooker does not have an igniter built in, but my buddy heater does. Alright, got the buddy heater going. I want to get this other little heater going here, so I'm gonna just take a piece of toilet paper, catch it on fire. There we go. Crisis averted. Can tell I didn't prepare as much for this trip as the other ones, i.e. the uncooked sausage. But I got plenty of time out here right now. It's not biting, so. Ooh, that's a bigger mark here. Come on, get interested, please. Oh, it almost took it. Come on, come on. Couple marks here. It's interested, but it's not taking. Oh, it's taking the dead stick though. Fish on. It's a nice one. Come on up, buddy. Beautiful walleye. Look at this nice walleye. First fish of the day, going right back in. The dead stick, didn't want it moving. Yeah, 20-inch walleye to start the day. Afternoon lull, really not lots of bites. All right, Acme jig with a shiner. I always forget the name of this jig, but it's the one that the hook is independent from the jig head itself. Proof yet again, you gotta get busy cooking food before the fish want to bite. I'm in 30 feet of water now. So I think this is the 4th spot that I tried today. And I just remembered I brought a coffee with me. I wonder if it's still warm. It's not bad. Pretty warm still. Here on Nipissing, it's definitely a morning and evening bite, so I'm gonna hope for a good evening bite. I didn't get a great morning bite. I was a little late showing up, but got a small one on. Very small. I don't know if I still have anything on here. Oh yeah, a little perch. Ooh, it's a nice one. Beauty walleye. Come on, kick your tail up, buddy. It's got it just on the top of the lip here, on the top lip, sorry. Pretty. This guy is really close to a keeper. Definitely on the smaller side, and is just about the 40 centimeter mark, so I'm gonna let him go. I'll try to get a bit closer, or a little bit further away from the limit, I guess. But beauty walleye. Bye bye, buddy. It's hard to beat a flip over for fishing. If you like moving around, you just flip it over. You can leave all your stuff right in the sleigh. You're ready to go. I see nothing. Benefit of a shack, other than hiding the wind and keeping you warm, it's way less hard on the eyes after a full day of fishing. Sun comes out, it's bright even with sunglasses on. No fish tacos tomorrow. Fish out. Nice walleye. Send this guy back in. At least I'm starting to get some bites. Oh. Smaller, I think. Little guy. Back in he goes. There's a definitely bigger mark down there right now, but he didn't see my dead stick jig there. Looks like things are starting to warm up, heat up. That one came on the frostbite meathead jig here. With a stinger, came on the stinger actually. Fish on. Come on, walleye. Small one again. Little guy again. I'll let him go. There's a few looking at me now. Fish on. It's a nicer fish here. Got a bunch of marks down there. About the 18-incher. Lots of other marks down there. So. Oh no, my Pepsi's all gone. I'd put it on the ground here so it gets cold, and I squashed them when I got down. Fish on. Nice walleye, smaller one again. I kind of stopped counting. Little guy, number 7 I think, or 8 maybe. And down he goes just as fast. This one coming in from the left there. Looks a little bit longer and maybe a little thicker. Oh, I got scared as soon as I moved it. I want the guy that's looking at my dead stick. Oh, that's bigger. Come on, come on. Come on. Fish on. Thought he was gonna be bigger. Hey, 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 he's gonna get wrapped up in all my stuff. Okay, okay. A little too small to be a keeper. Back in he goes. Thanks for playing, buddy. Swam away super fast. Fish on. Ooh, feels nice. Another little guy. Back in he goes. Number 10, I think, of the day. There's a bunch down there now. Come on, a keeper. I want a keeper. Fish on. Ooh. I think I got my keeper. Sometimes you get what you ask for, eh? Open your mouth, buddy. You're not a pike. Open your mouth. Alright, this guy is 43 centimeters. So, it's my second keeper that I catch today. First one I keep. There we go. I'm allowed 2 of these guys today. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'll usually break their necks to put them out of their misery. But on Nipissing, I'm afraid that it'll stretch out the fish because it kind of does make the fish a little bit longer. We have a slot size we have to follow here, so I don't want to take a chance and stretch that fish out and it no longer fit the slot size. So I'm gonna stop talking, get back down there because I see another mark. Maybe he'll go to my dead stick. Is he on? Is he on? He's on. Fish on. Smaller one, I think. Yeah, definitely a smaller one. The evening bite is heating up. I think this is number 11. Just a little guy, and send him right back in. Thanks for playing. Oh, that one darted down fast on the light scope. Oh, that one's coming in hot. Got some big action underneath us. Fish on. Ooh. Nice, nice. Didn't even have time to put my other my other jig back in. Pretty sure this will be my second keeper for the day. If I can get him unhooked, I'll be able to measure him, then keep on fishing because there's lots of marks down there. So this guy's actually really borderline. I'm gonna put him back. Not quite big enough to be a keeper. Back you go, buddy. Well over a dozen walleye caught today now. Whew, yeah, I'm having fun. I love catching fish. Can catch one as soon as I drop here. He's there looking at it. Is he biting? Is he biting? Is he biting? Come on. Ooh, a bigger one, a bigger one. Fight for it. Get the bigger one. Fish on. Doesn't feel big, but you never know. No, it's pretty small. Can't get the minnows back on and down there fast enough right now. Little guy, not gonna measure him, just send him right back in. There's definitely a bigger mark looking at. Oh, he's on. He's on my dead stick. Yeah. Fish on. Feels good. Another little guy. Back in he goes. Fish on, but it's small. That poor little fish got a big hook set. Another little guy that's like 13, something like that, 14. Back in he goes. Oh. Yeah, earlier I said I was gonna put a trailer hook on here and I didn't, and I should have. Ooh, lots of marks under there or down there. Come on. Oh, there's one on my dead stick. Fish on. Nice walleye. Still a smaller guy, but beautiful colors on this one. Come on, there's more down. There we go. Still a little short, but nice walleye nonetheless. Great eaters on where they're legal. Oh, my other rod's going in the hole here. Oh, what happened there? He bit me off. They're fighting each other for it. Fish on. This one was a little bit angrier. Oh. A little bit darker colored. Nice walleye, but nice guy, so nonetheless, eaten plenty of that size before. And now there's like a million marks on the live scope. Wow. Insane. You can see that one I just caught swimming back down too. There's bigger ones at the bottom anyway. Ooh, fish on. That's a big one here. That's a big fish. Oh, please stay pinned. Please, I want to land this guy. Oh. When I seen that mark coming up, I knew it was a big one. Is he really only 25 inches? Look how chubby this guy is. Wow. Well, a really chubby 25-inch walleye. Lake Nipissing walleye right here. 25-inch. Chunky 25-inch walleye. Go right back in. Whew, thank you. Wow, that was fun. I knew that was a big mark just by looking at it too. Oh, I got more coming in. This guy, these fish are angry tonight. Didn't bite at all during the day, but oh, Just missed a smaller one. Took my minnow. Gonna go with the dinner bell. There's a fish on my dead stick. Yeah. Fish on. Smaller fish. Very small. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a perch, because I knew it was small. Small little guy going back in. Good thing I brought more than 2 dozen minnows. I've used up 2 dozen already. A little more than 2 dozen now. Oh man, there's so many marks crawling on the bottom. Fish on. Another nice guy, a little too small. Going right back in. Fish on. Oh no, there's one on my dead stick too. I might just open the spool on it. Whoop, this one was already up. Okay, a little small. Alright, back in he goes, nice little guy. Let's see what's going on with this jig. There's a fish on it. Fish on. Not too big, I don't think. I've totally lost count, but they're all fairly small except that one. I got a few decent size. I got a 20, an 18, and a 25 so far. Another little guy. I can't keep a line in the water right now. Back in he goes. Every time I drop, I get another fish. Totally lost count. All right, let's check this one out. Yeah, fish on. Ooh, he was far out there too. All right, going right back in. Oh, there's a fish on my dead stick. Stop what you're doing, Joe. Oh, I lost him. Fish on the dead stick. Yes, there is. Fish on. This is crazy. This is a lot of walleye nonstop. They're all small, well, mostly all small. But there's a few big ones mixed in there. Alright, guys, going back. And there's one on the dead stick again. Oh, I should have known he was only grabbing it super lightly. He's on, something's on it again. Every time I drop it. Eat it. Fish on. Tons of these 15-inch walleyes in this lake. It's crazy. Another 1/8 of an inch, I could keep this guy really close. Look at the fin on this one, eh? Got a little damage. Like seriously, every time I drop the jig down. Fish on. Ooh, feels like a nice one. Dinner bell. Oh. Ooh, big one coming in. Not big, but decent one. Oh, he was expecting it to keep falling. What's happening? Sean. Another little guy going back in. I know there's a fish after this line right now, and the other one's going down. Fish on. Come on. Another small one. And I think something's taking off with my other jig. Yeah. Fish on. It's very, very small, whatever it is. A tiny, tiny walleye. I have no idea how many I've caught, like I said before, but wow, crazy amounts. Crazy, crazy amounts. That one's got another shiner in his mouth too. He could use the snack to grow up a little bit. I need to get myself another keeper though, is what I need before the bite stops. Fish on. Another smaller one. Oh, a little heavier this one. Another smaller one going back in. Look how angry they are, eh? Look at that. I love catching a bunch of walleyes like that. Shown. Bottom lip this time. Someone asked me where I catch my fish. I usually say on the top lip, but this one made a liar of that, out of me or that on that one. Still lots of them down there. Gonna run out of live minnows before I stop catching fish, I think. But that's okay, I got a lot of dead ones here. I'll use half of them at a time if I have to. Fish on. Another small guy. Swallowed the hook this time. Oh, he stole a few minnows from me. I'll leave him with a snack so he gets bigger a bit faster. Fish on. This one feels a bit heavier. I think that's my second keeper that I'll keep. Third one caught. The beauty looking walleye. I think I'm gonna keep this one, but I gotta measure him up. Yeah, that's my second keeper here. I've got one on the dead stick though, or I did. You let it go. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, didn't want to eat it. Oh, he was just about to swipe for it as I decided to change my mind there. Before I keep fishing, I'm gonna go. I got one on here actually. Fish on. Ooh, nice one again. Little guy, slight bit too small. Back in he goes. Okay, good. I'm gonna go dispatch that other guy before I keep on fishing. Woo, fish tacos for dinner tomorrow. Sean. I love catching fish. Another nice guy, pretty close to keeper, but not quite. Lots of these 15 and a half inch, 14 and a half inch walleyes in this lake. It's crazy, crazy. Fish on. Feels like a decent one. That probably would be another keeper if I was still keeping. Another walleye, lost count a long time ago, but nonetheless, beauty walleye. Oh, that felt pretty big. Lots of marks on the bottom. Time to get back down there, hurry up. There's that fish on the dead stick. Ah, man. What? How is that possible? Spinning this thing around it right now. Had one right here that whole time too. Fish on. This feels like a nice one. Yeah, probably the fourth keeper I catch or fifth keeper I catch today. Oh no, my live scope just died. I've been fishing too long. No such thing. Nice guy, going back. What do? Set back up, charge up the, yeah, I'm gonna charge it. How's the battery doing here? 3 bars. Whew, well, the live scope died and can't see what's going on, so kind of a forced little break there. Now I can see there's a big mark looking at my jig, so try to make it chase up. You can tell they're not quite as active as they were half hour to an hour ago, but they're still here. Dead stick. Fish on. Small one. Just want to head it to my dinner bell right now. Another small guy going right back in. Can't tell you how many times I have done that tonight. Fish on. Feels nice. Decent. You just want to catch a bunch of walleyes like this, mixed in with a couple keepers, an 18, a 19, or an 18 and a 20, and a 25 inch. Lake Nipissing. If you're close, it's worth it. If you're far, still worth it. Lots of places that rent overnight huts on Nipissing. There's cabins on shore if you want to have a nice hot shower while you're staying and just hop around with your flip over shack like I'm doing. Personally, I'm driving home tonight, but I have stayed in the cabins at the Waltonian Inn, and that's where I'm parked today. Very comfortable in those cabins. It was nice and warm, hot shower, very clean. I had one of the smallest cabins, but it still had a nice kitchenette and a couch and a little table for 2. Fish on. Smaller one. I must be nearing the 40 mark for today in walleye count. They're all still around, but they don't seem to want to bite right now. I think they're done eating. Fish on. I guess I was wrong. Another small one. Yeah, decent one actually. Not too big, a little too small to keep for sure though. It's not a keeper, but despite this lot size being fairly tight on Lake Nipissing, you can still go home with your limit of 2 walleye. This guy's a little too small to keep. Send him right back. But I did catch probably 3 or 4 keepers today all day, maybe 5. I didn't measure them all. Well, the bite has definitely slowed down, but here's another one. Might be time to pack her up soon. It's almost 7 o'clock. I left home at 5 a.m. Or I got up at 5 a.m. sorry. Left home at 5:30. So it's already a 14-hour day almost. Almost there. Take me at least a half hour to pack up and get to the truck. Maybe a bit more. Definitely gonna be taking my time. Fish on. Feels like a nice one. This guy would have been keeper 6 of the day, 6 or 7. He's on the bigger side of the keepers for sure. He's actually pretty close to the top of the line. So back in he goes. Nice, almost 18 inch, 17 3/4. Man, it never gets old catching fish. Never, ever, ever. Really small, really small. Another small guy. Back in. This evening when the sun was still up, the dead stick was always the first one down. Now the dead stick hasn't moved since the sun has set and it's dark. They only want something with movement right now. Well, one of the hardest decisions that I have to make as a fisherman is to stop fishing when there's still lots of marks on the screen. They're still kind of biting, but the bite is definitely lighter than it was. And I have a 2-hour drive back. Probably an hour to pack up, get to the truck. So yeah, it'll be 10 o'clock before I get home. 17-hour day by the time I'll get home. Well, if you like that video, please give it a like. Consider subscribing. It would mean a lot. The more people that subscribe and like the videos, the more videos I will end up making. Fishing can certainly be a lot of work sometimes. I left home at 5:30 this morning and I'm just getting home now. It's 10 o'clock at night. I still got a bunch of stuff in the truck to unpack. I got a couple of fish to clean. But days like today, days of fishing like today are definitely worth it. I didn't end up counting how many walleyes I caught, but definitely caught over 30. Probably around the 40 mark. Got a 25 incher, a 20 incher, an 18 incher, 5-6 keeper size, you know, between 16 17 inches. And then a bunch of smaller ones, as well as a couple of perch. I missed a few fish. So definitely can't complain. A day of fishing on Lake Nipissing is definitely worth it. It was 2 hours of drive each way with the truck, but only about 5-10 minutes by snowmobile. So definitely worth it.